hear from our next governor candidate, Anthony Hudson. Please come on up here, sir. I saw you making eye contact, so I was like, all right, you're next.
Lesson learned. My name is Anthony Hudson. My friends, they call me Tony. If you don't know Tony backwards is why not? People ask me all the time, why are you running for governor, Anthony? And I'm like, why not? Michigan politics suck. That's just no easy way to put it. Our representatives have not been representing us in Lansing, and that's why we are where we're at today. I'm not a politician, folks. For 21 years, I've been running semi-trucks across the country and across the state of Michigan. I've been moving forward every single day because that's what truck drivers do. We have to meet deadlines. We have to get freight from point A to point B. Everything in your life comes in at some point on a truck. You need us. You want us. You have to have us. So one day after I lost my congressional race last year, I was sitting in bed, I was reading a bunch of emails, and somebody had emailed me and said, don't give up the fight, Anthony. Run for governor. Too many times candidates step up and run these races, they lose and they disappear because they didn't really have the grit inside to continue to fight. After about 300,000 emails later, we made a decision that we were going to run because of a simple quote made by Gandhi, who said, if you want to see true change in the world, you have to be the change you want to see. This is my debt that I need to fulfill with society. This is what I commit to you, is to continue to fight. We have a very bold, aggressive platform that I'll get into in just a moment. But this man standing beside me here and here, if it wasn't for his boldness, he would not be the great leader he is today. So my platform, it starts first and foremost with eliminating property taxes in the state of Michigan. You deserve the right to own your property outright without the government having the ability to take it away from you. We have a family in Berry County that is losing their home over $37. But a trucking company down the street hasn't paid their property taxes in 6 years. They owe almost $68,000 and no one's contacted them. It's got to stop. Without property taxes, our farmland is safe. Your land is safe. Today, our farmland is shrinking every single day. You guys know in this area up in Sheboygan, they're clearing 800 acres for solar panels that are going to go straight to Chicago. Not a single ounce of energy is going to be used right here in Michigan. Same with the solar farms that I've visited all across the state. It is a scam, and you are paying to install them and maintain them. Is that where you want your money to go? Absolutely not. Michigan's income tax, state income tax. Why do we need to pay the state for the right to go to work? That's how you take care of your family. You have to work to take care of your family, to pay your bills, not to pay a treasonous government. Maybe it's time the Liberty Tree gets watered with the blood of tyrants. Maybe we need to stand up and fight against these people and say enough is enough. Average people know the problems. Average people have solutions to these problems because all these problems affect us the most. Your good old pal, no-fault car insurance every month. Some of you in this room remember when Michigan was an at-fault auto state. The legislation is still sitting in Lansing. We just have to repeal the no-fault and bring back the at-fault, which brings responsibility to the road. When you hit someone and you get a ticket and your insurance pays their medical bills and their car, you'll slow down on the roads because you won't want to do that again. As Ms. Love mentioned, the annual auto tag renewals. I'm all for getting rid of them because your information doesn't change unless you move or change insurance companies. After speaking to several law enforcement agencies down in Genesee County, they tell me the information is absolutely redundant. They're looking to see who owns the car and that you're insured. You don't need to renew that every single year. All these Secretary of State candidates here today, great job. But I want to hear more about what are we going to do with these elections. So as your next governor, I will write a bill and submit it to the floor that the Secretary of State cannot run for governor until 4 years after being removed. Secretary of State controls the elections. You think Benson's going to be honest with it this year? I think we need to have a MyDove office, a Michigan Department of Voter Efficiency, an office that works with the MyDoge office that polices the elections, an office that is overseen by the Secretary of State's office, but allows them to police everything that we do with our elections to make sure they're pure and honest. I would like to see one-day voting. No more mail-in ballots. I would like to get rid of the Dominion machine to go back to the tabloids. I'd like to see elections as a state holiday. I would like us to vote and have a winner on the same day, not start the process 2 weeks early. Michigan has problems, folks. We can fix them. My hat says fix Michigan for a reason. But it takes all of you. You stood up in November of last year and you voted the greatest president back into office. It's our job to put a good team on the field so that you can stay motivated, stay excited, and want to get out there and vote again for the Republicans in August and November of next year. My question to you is, do you want more career politicians who have steered us wrong all this time? Do you want another lawyer in office that has manipulated and taken advantage of you? I'm not saying that Mike did that. I'm just saying lawyers in general. No offense, Kevin. We need full transparency and accountability, and you need a governor that will work with the Attorney General that says Nessel, Benson, and Whitmer deserve a spot in jail. You need a governor that has no eggshells to tippy-toe around in Lansing, worried about what relationships they're going to break. I don't have those relationships. I don't care what they think. I care what you think. I'm here for you. I don't have to do this. Who in their right mind would put their name in this race? Trying to raise all that money, travel all over the state, get this message out. I am. And I've done a pretty good job at it. I've raised, I know that was my buzzer. I've raised about $30,000 in 10 months. Nowhere near the other opponents. I've spent $18,000, but I've been to 61 of our 83 counties. I've given 68 speeches. I've been in 17 parades and 16 festivals, and I've traveled 21,000 miles in my own personal vehicle. Don't tell me it's about the money. It's about the message. It's about the hard work and the desire to be successful. If I'm successful as a governor, you're successful as Michiganians. My name is Anthony Hudson. I'm running for governor. Why not?